DNA, chromosomes, and genes might sound complicated at first, but they are really the instructions that make you who you are. They explain why you have your hair color, eye color, and even why some of your traits are like your parents. Understanding DNA and chromosomes is like unlocking the secret code of life, and once you get it, it becomes much easier to understand genetics, inheritance, and how your body grows and develops. Let's start with the cell. Every cell in your body has a tiny control center called the nucleus. You can think of the nucleus as the main office or command room of a factory. It directs everything that happens in the cell, making sure the cell works properly, grows, and stays healthy. Inside this nucleus, the instructions for the cell are carefully stored in structures called chromosomes.
Imagine the nucleus as a room full of instruction manuals, and chromosomes are the books inside that room.
In body cells, chromosomes usually come in pairs. One chromosome in each pair comes from your mother, and the other comes from your father.
Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, which means each cell contains a total of 46 chromosomes.
The 23rd pair is special because it determines your sex. Females have 2 X chromosomes, and males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. So, chromosomes carry all the information about your body, and the way they pair up is what makes each person unique. Now, let's talk about what chromosomes are made of. Each chromosome is made of DNA, which is short for deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is like a long, coiled string of instructions. It is tightly packed so that it can fit into the chromosome.
If you imagine DNA as a long piece of thread, the chromosome is like the spool it is wound around.
Each chromosome contains thousands of genes, and each gene is like a small instruction on that thread. A gene is a short section of DNA that controls one specific characteristic. For example, one gene may decide your hair color, and another may decide your eye color. You can think of chromosomes as the full instruction manual for your body, and genes are the individual steps or recipes inside that manual. Some genes even work together to control more complex traits, like height or the way your body responds to sunlight. Here are some key points to remember as you learn. Chromosomes live inside the nucleus. They usually come in pairs. They are made of DNA. DNA is coiled to make chromosomes. And chromosomes carry genes, which are sections of DNA controlling characteristics. Different genes are responsible for different traits, so you have a mix of instructions that make you, you. To help understand this, imagine looking at a cell under a microscope. The cell is like the outer wall of a factory. The nucleus is the central control room inside, and the chromosomes are the X-shaped books inside that room. You can see the chromosomes under the microscope, but genes are much smaller. They are part of the DNA inside chromosomes, so you would need very special equipment to see them. One easy way to remember everything is to imagine your cell as a big factory. The nucleus is the control room where decisions are made. The chromosomes are instruction manuals stored in that control room.
The DNA is the actual text in the manuals, and the genes are the individual instructions inside the text.
Every part of this system is necessary for your body to work, grow, and pass traits to the next generation. Human cells have 46 chromosomes arranged in 23 pairs, but the gametes, sperm and egg cells, are different. They contain only 23 single chromosomes, so that when a sperm and egg join during fertilization, the resulting cell has the full 46 chromosomes again. Understanding chromosomes, DNA, and genes is not just about memorizing numbers. It helps you understand inheritance, how cells replicate, and how your body develops from a single cell into a fully functioning organism. To make it stick, here are some friendly questions you can practice with.
Question: where in the cell are chromosomes found?
Chromosomes are found in the nucleus. Question: what molecule are chromosomes made of? Chromosomes are made of DNA. Question:
what are genes?
Genes are short sections of DNA that control specific characteristics of an organism. Question: why do we need different genes? Different genes control different traits, like hair color, eye color, or inherited features, so we have a variety of instructions for all the characteristics of a body. Question:
why can't we see individual genes under a regular microscope?
Genes are too small to be seen with a light microscope because they are part of the DNA inside chromosomes, which is already very tiny.
You need special equipment to view them.
To sum it up in a way that's easy to remember, think of the cell as a factory, the nucleus as the control room, chromosomes as instruction manuals, and genes as the individual instructions in those manuals. Chromosomes are made of DNA, and genes are sections of DNA that control characteristics. Human body cells have 46 chromosomes in 23 pairs, while sperm and egg cells have 23 single chromosomes. Understanding these basics makes it easier to study how traits are inherited, how cells divide, and how life works at a microscopic level.